What's up, y'all? Sparta here. I want to make a quick video about I don't know why I keep saying but I want to make a quick video about audio on the iPhone 8 Plus. Now, as you guys may know, without the dongle being in the background right there, the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus and the 10 don't have headphone jacks, right? And this has been happening since the iPhone 7 Plus, and it's obviously going to keep being a thing for Apple. So there's really no point in being a rage against the machine type thing because they're going to keep doing it. People are going to keep defending it. Blah de blah. Say Bluetooth audio is good enough and stuff like that, and say, oh, you have higher quality headphones, just use the dongle and all this extra crap that people tend to use as an excuse for Apple removing a convenience feature for a lot of their fan base or people that are and at least interested in their products, right? And I just want to make this a brief it's a rant video, kind of, sort of, but it's also not that at the same time. Because while I do disagree with Apple removing the headphone jack and saying, "Oh, it can the Lightning port can produce greater sound," obviously that's an outlier when you have a phone like the G7, the V30, and soon the V40, and older HTC phones and stuff like that that used to have a headphone jack and produce great audio. It's something that is a very touchy subject for a lot of people. And even diehard Apple people switched from like the iPhone to Android phones just so they can have the headphone jack. I've seen it before. So let me talk about this. The audio on the iPhone 8 Plus. The stereo speakers are very nice, I will say that. When I did say in my LG G7 versus iPhone 8 Plus video yesterday, I did indeed say that the G7 makes these sound muffled, and they definitely do. A lot of people say, "Oh no, it doesn't," but they do. They do have deeper bass, I'll give it that, but that's to its detriment in my opinion because then it allows these stereo speakers to sound like they have lower max volume than the G7 speakers. Or speaker, not speakers. Um, Obviously, you just have the Lightning port, but you also have Bluetooth. I'm not sure what standard it. I'm pretty sure it uses like Bluetooth 4.0 or something like that from last year, since it is a last generation model, soon to be last generation model anyway. Um, what else? There is a lot of like what I've noticed when I use the iPhone 8 Plus for like, listening to like all of the music I typically listen to. Now I can't use Google Play Music because Google Play Music has this stupid thing where you can only delete 4 devices per year. And due to the fact that I keep forgetting to delete devices as soon as I get a new device, I can't put my iPhone 8 Plus on Google Play Music. So I have to basically reroute it through YouTube Music. And that's been working pretty well, to be honest. But without going too deep into that, because I'm not going to pay for Apple Music, because I just don't see a point if I already have a music service. That's the main reason I gave up Tidal, because I was like, well, it's not something that I necessarily need. It's cool to have like master quality tracks on the go just streaming, but at the same time, one, it's expensive, it's $20 title. Two, I just didn't really care for it all that much. But with let's talk about headphone performance here. So the two pairs of headphones that I used were the AKG earbuds. Well, I used three technically. I used the Lightning earbuds that come with the phone, and I use the AKG earbuds that come with like your Samsung phone since the S8, right? And I compared I compared and contrasted the AKG earbuds to the earpods, and they're pretty neck and neck, to be honest. Like, as far as like loudness goes. But I will say this, I do honestly prefer the AKG earbuds, one, because they're more comfortable, and two, because they don't seem to overblow audio to the point where it's just loud to be loud and have heavy bass to have heavy bass. That's been my problem with the earpods ever since they were introduced with the iPhone 5 or 5S, is that I'm pretty sure it was with the 5, is that the earpods tend to just be like, oh, average consumers like loud music and heavy bass, and it tends to drown out every nuanced sound. And since I've been using LG phones, the V20 in particular gives you every single sound and still has satisfying bass. And the bass, when it comes to the earpods, are just not satisfying. It's just blowing everything else out and being loud and kind of overbearingly loud to the point where it's unsatisfying to listen to at max volume. What else? I used, which is obviously overkill for this little dongle here. I used my Sennheiser HD 650s with this phone too, and it just isn't comparable to the. Well, it kind of is unfair to use the G7 or the V30 or whatever to compare with like this little baby cute adorable dongle here, but like if I had my Note 8 still, I would compare and contrast between those two, but I obviously don't. So I'm gonna just say that right now. Like like if I turn the hi-fi quad DAC off on the G7 or the V30 or whatever, it will indeed sound comparable. But I want to compare these at their max potential, not at their like, oh, if I lower the volume a little bit and then if I turn off the feature that is basically marketed for, it's comparable. That's not what I'm trying to do here. That would be disingenuous and dishonest to you guys. So I just indeed want to say that the iPhone produces decent enough sound when it comes to headphone performance. If you don't necessarily care about high quality headphone performance on the go. Say if you're just doing a commute or something like that. I personally, I think it's a nice benefit to be able to have that option, which is why I'll always carry a G7 or a V30 or eventual V40. And I will talk about my plans with the Note 9 in my next video here, but I just want to talk about this. But like when I use my Sennheiser HD 650s or 6XX headphones with this dongle, it's very low. The volume is very low. It sounds like you're plugging in a PC headset to your console controller. That's basically what it sounds like without an external DAC and all that stuff. And it just doesn't sound, it's just not satisfying at all. Like I tried and I was like, oh God, no, I can't do it. So what I would say to do is get like a very good pair of like lightning headphones. Not even the ear pods, but like say you want to get like a Bose pair, because I'm pretty sure they make some. Or like just look up lightning earphones or something, like lightning based earphones, and you will find them most likely. And there are a lot of them too. A lot of them are expensive, but they're indeed there. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it, though, as far as audio goes on this phone. There aren't many bells and whistles. There aren't equalizers. Well, granted, I'm not using the Apple Music app, so I can't necessarily say that. But there isn't a lot of, like, bells and whistles like you'd get with, like, the G7 or something like that. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. This is Sparta. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for support. Hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday or whatever time of day it is in your area. Have a good one. If you like this video, like it. If you dislike it, share with people that are interested in this sort of content. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit that notification bell icon to know when I upload my next video, which is probably literally within the next 10-15 minutes. So just give me a... Well, I'm recording it within the next 10-15 minutes. It's probably not going to be up for another hour. But yeah, comment down below and let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree with Apple? Oh yeah, before I do this, Bluetooth performance. Bluetooth performance on here is actually pretty good. It seems to like not take as much power from the headset itself as like say my G7 or my Note 8. Like this phone will literally be on 60 something percent and my LG Tone Studios will be still at 100% by the end of my shift, which I work from 9:55 to 6 a.m. 9:55 p.m. to 6 a.m. in the morning and stuff like that. So that's a very nice touch. It's very low power, and that's something that's nice. I don't necessarily have to worry about stuff like Bluetooth. Like, I have noticed Bluetooth cutting out a bit, but it happens very rare. And that's probably because it's not up to the most recent spec. But yeah, as I said, if you got, let me know down below what you guys feel about Apple axing the headphone jack and stuff like that. Again, people have already made their rant videos. People have already made their defense videos. I'm not going to make a super ranty video about it. I'm going to just say I don't agree with it, and that's pretty much it. Okay, have a good one, you guys.